confirmed that malls, restaurants and places of worship have opened under Home Ministry guidelines all across the country, everywhere except in states that have not notified the opening, as well as containment zones. Everywhere else, they are allowed to open. So let me tell you what it looks like in the 6 metropolitan cities. In Delhi, for instance, malls and religious places have been allowed to open. In Bengaluru, restaurants, malls and religious places are being allowed to open, and in fact they are already open. In Kolkata, restaurants, malls and religious places stand open at this point of time. In Mumbai, restaurants are open but only for takeaway. But malls and religious places remain shut. Maharashtra is going through a bad patch. It's the place with the largest number of cases. In Chennai, restaurants are open, but malls and religious places remain closed until further notice. In Hyderabad, restaurants, malls and religious places, all 3 have been opened from today. It's been 70 days of a debilitating lockdown, both on malls, restaurants and religious places, and of course us as citizens. Restaurants are now slowly opening in many parts of the country, and I know several people who've gone out and had meals in these restaurants. Though customers are of course less in number today, restaurants have started serving food amidst very strict COVID norms. Treat today as the first day of a new existence for restaurants. People were seen in ones and twos inside the country's restaurants across the metropolitan cities. While eating inside is allowed, takeaway is always being preferred. Strict hygiene measures are in place to ensure coronavirus infection does not spread among customers.
Restaurants have opened after more than 80 days in the national capital. We are at one of the popular eateries in Khan Market. This is where they have their sushi bar. So they've got salmon from Scotland, they've got tuna from Sri Lanka, they've got crab meat from Japan. And if you take a look at the person who's serving, he's wearing a face shield, he's wearing his face mask and also gloves. What other precautions are you taking, my friend? What precautions are you taking?
Every 2 hours we have sanitizing all the kitchen, and within 5-10 minutes we have used to hand, and even we change these gloves, everything. Yes.
Okay, so after every order, gloves are changed. Every 2 hours they sanitize the kitchen. Every corner there is a place where you sanitize your hand and then move in. So from the sushi bar we now move to the main restaurant. The bar is there, but no permission for bar to operate just as yet. So what all are you serving from the bar?
We are just serving a mocktail and soft beverage, that's it.
Okay, and what precautions are you taking to ensure nobody gets corona?
Just sanitize and take care of every single little thing.
Okay, so face shield, mask, gloves, that's mandatory. With us is Mr. Sanjeev Mehra. Mr. Mehra is the president of Khan Market Traders Association. Mr. Mehra, what precautions are people taking? What are the new restrictions in place?
You see, right now, the government has asked people to make arrangements. If you can see here, 1 meter distance between each person sitting over here. You cannot have people sitting next to each other. And secondly, we have to make a thermal screening before anybody comes, whether it is staff or the customer who is coming upstairs. We need to sanitize them, their hands and all, everything properly sanitized. We have to ensure that they are wearing the mask on. Otherwise, we will not allow them. Then over here, while eating, they can remove it. But otherwise, they are supposed to have it.
Okay. So they're supposed to wear a mask at all times. Let's walk around and take a look at this place. Mr. Mehra, I believe there are some issues that all of you are facing in terms of being able to arrange social distancing at restaurants.
See, I fully agree that, but then the government has come out. We would request the government to again review their own decision. Because in a restaurant, it is not possible. Especially in India, we have a small spaces for restaurant. And financial viability can come only if we have a proper capacity of people dining over here. If it is not there, then it doesn't become a financial viability, because we are having 2 shifts of staff also. We have to pay heavy, salaries to the staff. So the air conditioning charges are so heavy in NDMC area. So we need the government should review this thing, that we will take all the precautions under standard operating procedure. Okay. Only what we need is to just reduce the distancing between the people. And moreover, here the families come here for dining.
I want to understand, if this place has a cover of 100 people, 100 tables, under new laws, how many can come?
See, if we divide that by that will be 35, 40 people only.
So less than half?
Less than half.
And that doesn't make it financially
viable? It will not be there.
Okay. So let's walk around. There is some attempt at social distancing. For example, at this bar, usually there would be 6 chairs. Now they've cut it down to 3. Similarly, in this area, again, an effort has been made to bring about some kind of social distancing. But is that actually working? Is social distancing in terms of seating working? Are people coming out of their homes?
First of all, it's a very big question. People coming out of the house is a very big thing. A lot of people are afraid of coming out also. But yet, restaurant people are trying to get them back to the thing.
How? What are you doing to bring people back?
Nothing. They just have to maintain the social distancing and all. And if they're coming to town hall, they're sure of the quality and everything.
Okay.
So like that, there are a lot of restaurants over there where people are sure, like Big Chill and all. People are sure of getting the quality.
Okay.
So coming back is not a problem actually. But, people getting out of the house, I've talked to a lot of people. They are very afraid of coming out of the house today.
That is one big fear, of course.
I can add something more also. You see, in Khan Market or any other good restaurant or a 5-star hotel, you will find that people, now you can see our staff over here. They are wearing the shield, they are wearing the mask, they are wearing the gloves, they'll be screened every now and then also. Okay. So we want to assure the people. We want to give them the full assurance that they can come and feel safe here, because we have all the precautions here for their safety, because they are our customers. Okay. They are our family. So if we cannot take chance for ourselves, why would we take chance for our customers? So this is my saying, that we are taking all sorts of precautions, even if you go to Khan Market outside.
The bar remains shut for now.
Yes, that is another issue, which is there. The government has to review their decision on that, because till 30th they have announced. But today if you are coming out for dining, you need not only the mocktails, you need the cocktails. We are running with the mocktails right now, but cocktails also people prefer. You like to, and it's already 80.
A few restaurants are open for dine-in services in Chennai. This protocol put in place by the government, a long list of SOPs that they have to maintain as well. And they've even listed it out: get your temperature checked and use the sanitizer before entering. Now, at these restaurants, we are the Tulpa Biryani restaurant, and they have these boxes on the floor to ensure social distancing. Now, when you come here, there are these dispensers. You have to keep your hand, use your foot to press the pedal. Get some sanitizer and rub your hand. Post this gentleman at the door checks your body temperature, which he notes down in his log. Once the body temperature is checked, you open the door, you go inside, and you ensure that you follow the social distancing protocol that's in place over here. You have the staff over here. They're working with 50% staff, and the staff, all of them have caps on their hair. They have the masks. They have their gloves that they're wearing. They've also maintained social distancing off tables. Where one table is in use and X marks the spot, the tables with the cross on them are not tables in use. Even the menu cards are disposable menu cards. There are QR codes also on each table to ensure people do not engage in any kind of physical contact, but can just order off their menu cards and then pay cashless transactions. But you can see the layout here: one table to be occupied and one table to be left as it is. As per the SOPs, they're functioning with 50% staff, which is the government protocol, and ensuring customers maintain a 1 meter gap amongst each other. The video journalist Divin Rajkumar, this is Shalini Lobo in Chennai for India Today.
As Unlock 1 has finally begun, and with that the restaurants too are opening up across the streets and length and breadth of Kolkata. I'm here at 6 Baliganj Place, one of the renowned premier Bengali restaurants, but there is a lot more to it once you come down next. Not just about a contactless experience when you talk to the entire fraternity of the hotels and hospitality sector, where all that you have to do is get your hands sanitized as soon as you enter, and then of course shoe covers here at display.
First the temperature check, after that we are giving the shoe covers, then the sanitizers, then as they walk in and go up to the table. It is a contactless dining experience. So there's a QR code where they scan the QR code and they can get the menu and they can order directly from the QR code. And finally, at the end of the meal, they can settle the bill, also a contactless payment.
Compared to before, they've avoided any contact as possible. They've minimized contact.
It is totally different, but it was very good. They have maintained their sanitization and everything.
Because it's just not just a moment of also arriving at a place where you've been visiting for years, decades and haven't been doing it, but the entire sanitization process that is being followed in letter and spirit in almost every place is ensuring that the customer's safety as well as the employee's safety is there, and you get a sumptuous meal to at least enjoy after days of lockdown. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
We've just given you an overview of what the experience is like. Low footfalls, but that's only to be expected. It's only day one. But remember, those restaurants are open. No alcohol being served until the end of this month. But customers are being welcomed into restaurants with those new rules. Before I take you live to some of those restaurants right here on 5 Live, I want you to hear what India's leading restaurateurs have been telling India Today ahead of the opening up of their restaurants.
We can assure you that our primary responsibility and a non-negotiable for the industry is to win back guest trust and make sure that our spaces are safe, not just for guests, but also employees. So I can assure you that we are raring to get going. The staff members have their smiles back on, and we want to welcome back guests and make sure it's the oasis of comfort for guests during these troubled times.
Okay, I want to go across now to India Today's Kamlesh Sutar, who's with me live from Mumbai, and Munish Pandey live with us from Delhi. Kamlesh, coming to you first. What is the restaurant opening dynamic like in Mumbai? It's a city which has the largest number of cases among metropolitan cities. We understand that there is no dining in Mumbai, but takeaway is being permitted. Is that correct, Kamlesh?
Well, yes, and that too, takeaway are allowed, that too only in specified hours. So most of them have opened in the morning and they've closed down at 3, and then now they'll open again at 6. Some of them opening at 6, and then they'll go until 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. As per the area and the response that they get. Most of the restaurants in Mumbai are open, are only giving takeaway services. Only parcel services are operating in Mumbai, given the fact that there are maximum number of cases that are reported in Mumbai. But however, non-essential shops have also opened in Mumbai since today. We are at one of such shops. It's an appliance store where we are standing right now in Prabhadevi. Just a while before it closed down at 5, Shiv, and before that we could witness a long queue of people outside this appliance store, and most of them coming here to buy either laptops or home appliances like food processors or mixies or grinders that are basically used. They had maximum use of which has been witnessed during the lockdown for people, since most of them are working without maids at this point. But a long queue, what is witnessed, and also right opposite this shop where I'm standing right now is the iconic Siddhivinayak temple, which is also closed. And let me tell you, today is Sankashti Chaturthi in Maharashtra, and any Sankashti Chaturthi on every month. This place is crowded. There are huge queues outside the Siddhivinayak temple that are witnessed, but since the government hasn't made a decision on opening up religious places, Siddhivinayak temple, the iconic temple of Mumbai, remains closed. Also, the BEST buses that you can see in the visual right now, the bus coming in the visual, this has also started plying from today, of course with certain conditions, with only one person sitting on one seat and only 5 people allowed to stand. So this is what Mumbai for us today. Though Mumbai is slowly opening up, there are several conditions that are being laid, and as per that, Mumbai is slowly trying to come back to, if you can say, normalcy.
Okay, stay with me, Kamlesh. I also have with me Munish Pandey, my colleague, who is at a restaurant, a Chayos restaurant, as I understand it, in Delhi, South Delhi's Vasant Vihar area. What's it looking like, Munish? Chayos and the other restaurants in Vasant Vihar in Delhi are usually very popular, very crowded, lots of customers usually. What's it looking like?
Yeah, well, Shiv, to give a sense of how these restaurants are functioning, we are in front of Chayos in Vasant Vihar. This is a very popular joint here, not only people who work in office, but also those who stay in the residential areas, they also come to this place. So first of all, every person has to stand in this queue to maintain social distancing. There is a foot sanitizer kept here. They have to sanitize their hands, and then there is a thermal screening of every person. Now also it has been advised to go contactless. There should be less contact between the customer and the person who is serving. So they have also introduced an app where you can place the order, then you can sit inside and enjoy your meal. How is it looking? Yeah, these are the magical words. Welcome to Chayos. But inside here you can see, of course, the footfall has decreased, but there are many precautions which are being taken. So I'm also being joined by Kamal. Kamal, tell me something. What are the precautions you are taking as far as the staff members are concerned? How are you going contactless?
So basically, starting with the staff security, as I said, key safety, we are checking every single staff or the guest who is walking into the cafe for their temperature. So if anyone is above 99 degrees Celsius, we are not allowing them for the guest safety. Inside the kiosk also, if you see, we have demarcations inside the cafe also, wherein the staff can stand and maintain social distance within the kiosk also. What is the USP of Chayos? We have this chai monks. So basically, chai is our USP, and preparing a chai or a food without human touch, that is our USP. So these chai monks help us to prepare the chai. So you can see a demo also, wherein this girl is the staff is making a chai. So these help us to dispense the milk, tea and the chai patti. So the moment the guest places the order through the app, by sitting at the table, the order directs to the monk, and the monk start preparing the chai, and chai is delivered contactless to the guest on the table.
So there is a screen where you have to push buttons and then you will get your chai without a human contact. I'm also being joined by one of the customer here, Shiv. ये बताइए, महीनों से आप घर में बैठे हुए थे, अब रेस्टोरेंट खुलने लगे हैं, यहाँ पर आप अपनी चाय एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, कैसा लग रहा है? घर में क्या बोर हो गए थे? आना जरूरी लग रहा था?
घर में बोर भी हो गए थे और अब बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ पे आके. पूरे प्रिकॉशंस ये फॉलो कर रहे हैं रेस्टोरेंट वाले, तो अच्छा लग रहा है दोबारा आके यहाँ पे.
So, Shiv, this is what it looks like in Delhi, and yes, those who are planning to come outside and visit these restaurants, you can see even the social distancing has been maintained as far as the sitting capacity is concerned. 50% of the tables and chairs have been removed so that there is a proper social distancing. So these are the precautions which the restaurants in Delhi are taking at this point of time. Of course, the footfall is low, but people and the restaurants owner are expecting that in coming days, footfall will increase.
And I hope that people watching this show, tuning into 5 Live today, will see the precautions being taken that you've illustrated for us, Munish, and more people will get the confidence to come out, because that's what the country needs. Restrictions have been relaxed, and now that confidence needs to be bridged so people can come back and get back to normal life, always with full precautions. Thank you very much, Munish. Thank you very much, Kamlesh, for getting us those restaurant reports from Mumbai and Delhi. Well, restaurants, and then there are malls, because people have been missing shopping in malls as well. Those also open up starting today, again with many restrictions. In malls, a very limited number of people are being allowed at a time inside to shop. There are no clothing trials being allowed in clothing shops. Limited numbers of people are being allowed on lifts and escalators. Malls will also have mandatory hand hygiene and thermal screening provisions, as is being seen today in malls across the country. All workers and customers are being allowed entry only if they're wearing a face mask. Cinema halls, gaming arcades and children's play areas remain shut. They are inside the malls, but they always remain shut until further notice.
After 75 days, famous mall of South Delhi open now. The mall employees and others, especially the retailers, are here. The footfall is also restricted due to government guidelines. Temperatures, especially the centralized temperature, would be between 27 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. And you can see the special brands here, and all the customers advised by the staff of mall that they should maintain social distancing. Health workers is also deployed here due to when any case of uneasiness or uncomfort reported here, then all will be sent to nearby Max Hospital. You can see the retailers also with hand gloves and masks. Customers is also advised that they should come after disinfection tunnel and with the contactless temperature or the thermal screening, and they are all welcome. But the one thing which is clear-cut indication from the mall administration that all the persons should have the Arogya Setu app in their mobile phone. They should have proper contact details. If any person after that reported any corona positive symptoms, then it must be easy to trace that type of contact tracing. With camera person Ajay Thakur in Delhi, this is Ram Kinkar Singh for India Today.
The shopping malls have finally opened up in Unlock 1.0. I'm here at Quest Mall, where new social distancing norms will be here, from thermal scanning that is being done, making it an absolute contactless experience, and also ensuring that anyone who walks in is not just scanned, screened, but also uses the hand sanitizers once someone enters. This is the process that you'll have to follow, making it a completely contactless experience. Now, this also means that everything at the mall would have changed now. After 75 days of opening, Quest Mall, along with many others, has also taken several measures. The number of people will be maintained. What you would see on the entire flooring of the mall would be such marks to ensure the distance is being maintained by the people. Even the stores have been asked to ensure that all rules are followed, from elevators to the stores. What would be the new rules? I have with me Mr. Sanjeev Mehra. Mr. Mehra, give us an idea. What are the new normal at the Quest Mall now?
We are going to try to make it as safe as possible for the customers. As far as your entry, exits, how many people can come in, it's all a very controlled and safe environment.
People, the staff, and of course the security personnel across the board would be deployed to ensure that any kind of social distancing flouting is adhered to and addressed to immediately. But the new normal and the new feel after 75 days of this opening is also the fountain that is now operational, and that will give you a feel to beat the heat and of course defeat the coronavirus in these testing times. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
And let me take you straight now to one of Bengaluru's biggest and most popular malls, the Forum Mall in Koramangala, where Nolan Pinto is standing by with me. Nolan, the Forum Mall is usually swarming with people. On any day of the week. The lunch crowd is also very big over there. What's it looking like now? Many rules, and it's only day one.
Shiv, on any normal day, you're talking about prior to March, before the lockdown, this is the Forum Koramangala. It'll be packed with people, especially because you have Christ College nearby. You have everyone. You have a lot of student crowd. But today, let me just show you what's it. It's a Monday. It's the first day after the lockdown that the malls are open. Nobody as such. It's just less than 10%. In fact, some of our who we know inside have told us that hardly 5% is the footfall for the entire day. Yes, they have the sanitation tunnel that you have to actually walk through. You have your bags are UV sanitized. You have to wear a mask. Your hands should be sanitized. So on and so forth. Those are the rules across all the malls, not just in Bengaluru, but across Karnataka and the nation. But the point is, people are still apprehensive. One, it's the first day of the week. Two, people still want to see what others tell them. It will all be through word of mouth. If the ones who have actually come today feel it's safe, they will go back and tell the others that yes, it is safe, you can go there. That's the issue over here.
Thanks, Nolan. Very small steps. I want to tell all of our viewers that when you're looking at all these images that we're bringing to you live from restaurants and malls across the country, the low number of customers actually coming out is not such a surprising thing. You shouldn't be shocked by that. There are very few people who actually have the confidence to get out, but these numbers will increase. The many people who are going out there are probably fed up of being locked down, but they've finally got that opportunity and they're going out to feel normal again. But we can understand those who aren't. We encourage you to look at what is out there, look at people's experiences and decide for yourself what needs to be done with taking all precautions. So we've shown you the malls, we've shown you the restaurants.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.